Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing really well. I would just like to kind of talk to you guys about some updates, what's going on. I have really been getting into some .NET stuff, and I guess I'll talk about that in this video. But first things first, I just want to share with you guys a new thing I'm really interested in. I love working on. You saw my last video about on the encoder. He's my favorite YouTuber right now. He's just putting out lots of amazing content, very helpful content, and I've actually joined his Discord conversation. So it's this server where there's a bunch of people who follow One Lone Coder, and it's a community of people who are creating C++ projects and they need help with stuff. So if you're interested in working on C++ projects, this is a really great collaborative space. You can meet people and you can learn about the stuff that they're working on. For example, one thing that I'm trying to solve is currently a problem with a webcam that shows video in the console. So if I open up the application, I'll show you one example of what I want to try to achieve within the console. And I'm sorry, there's a saw going on. There's people talking everywhere, so it's one of those days where I'm just like trying to, make it through what I have to do. So let me go into this application. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Would be in CD programming. Nope. Sorry about this. Okay, PowerShell. That's why I'm done doing that. If you don't use PowerShell, it's really great. All right, CD into ASPnet. ASPnet is an open source video recorder. And it has a lot of cool examples in it. If you check it out, let's pop in here and see some examples. So we got Blitz, Max, enum, enum props. So enum counts the number of cameras, and then enum properties tells you the number of cameras plus their properties. And then we have something like prop GUI. So if I go into prop GUI, go back out, maybe it's in the binary file. So if I go CD into CD back up, ls, and CD into binary. Let's go into x64. And so here's a bunch of examples that you can run from ASPnet. And if you're interested in it, you can just go right into ASPnet. You can clone this thing down from GitHub, and you'll get the same exact folder structure that I have right now. So all you have to do is go here and clone it down. It's got all these examples, and you can even just download the binaries if you want. I would recommend just downloading the binaries. Here's what they do. Let's try, for example, multicap. So it's going to show you the rear camera because my current camera is being occupied by XSplit. Now we could do something like OGL. Adds this really weird type of wave thing to the camera. It's an OpenGL example. So all this stuff has a bunch of amazing code that you can definitely look at, and it's a great way to learn C++. If you just download this stuff and then you start running the binaries, you can see exactly what this stuff is doing and try and piece it together for yourself. And I highly recommend that because that's how you get really good at programming. I'm working on a thing to take the console display, some of the stuff you saw before where I had like a thing that was showing the solution for Knight's Tour. No, it was End Queens. I'm making one for Knight's Tour, but displaying stuff right in the debug console from Visual Studio. That's primarily what I'm working on. So definitely check that out if you get a chance. Other than that, the other thing I've been kind of slowly working on, I'm trying not to go down a click hole of frameworks, but it's very difficult because I just learned about this wonderful thing called ASP.NET. I know, right? 2019, and I finally learned about ASP.NET. I never knew that this thing existed. You can literally create an entire ASP.NET. It's so easy to implement. All you have to do is create a new project, get a file, and then you go new project, and you pick this project. All you have to do is pick ASP.NET Core Web Application. It makes all of this stuff for you. That's so great. I will say one thing about Visual Studio 2017 is really annoying is You see how that thing just happened where it deleted a line? You could do Control-Alt-L to open Solution Explorer, but if you do Control-Shift-L, it deletes a line. I've deleted so many lines by accident doing that. So careful what you're pressing. Anyways, this is the folder structure. It looks really similar to something that you would make in Laravel, and it's a whole entire CRUD app already put into place. It's really similar to Laravel. I don't know if this will work because I don't know if it's running anymore. Yep, there it is. I'm still learning how IIS works, but yeah, so we can click in here, we can edit things, we can delete them, and I'm currently working on a thing that, I'm following this tutorial, by the way. This wonderful tutorial is very well documented by Microsoft. This is kind of like why I'm a big fan of C++, the Microsoft stack, because their documentation is really good. It's a whole entire tutorial that walks you through creating a CRUD application for recording movies that you like to watch. And that's kind of the basics of getting started making an app. So I really want to get through this tutorial and then make my own little boilerplate. So if I need to do ASP.NET applications, I have some sort of boilerplate that I could do that with. But that's pretty much, what I'm working on for now. I'm really excited to go. We're going to do some bowling tonight. So definitely going to be checking out Augusta's bowling scene. And this weekend, I'm really looking forward to putting together something with ASP.NET. I'm just like so thrilled that this thing exists because now I can bring in C++ DLLs. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some IoT. Ooh, it's cool. It's cool. I was actually just talking to someone. I was like, I think I need to make a list of stuff that I need to not do, because I think my problem is I get so excited about all this technology, and I just don't know how much of it is keeping me in a circular loop and preventing me from moving forward. So you see me talk a lot about technology, and that content's going to kind of change in a little bit, because I think it's more important to share stuff that I know. I think later tonight, I plan on doing, if it's not tonight, it's going to be probably tomorrow morning. I plan on making some cool videos that describe some algorithms and data structures, because I saw some content out there for JavaScript. Like one example, how do you find the longest non-repeating substring? Like, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to make a video, and I'd really like to kind of explain how you can do that without using something like a map object in JavaScript. I mean, why do you need a map object? JavaScript has JavaScript objects. That's basic. It's a key value pair. That's a map. I'm sure there's tons of methods and tons of really good reasons why you want to use map, but for something as simple as finding the longest non-repeating substring, why do you need to bring in a map object and make things more confusing and more, I guess my argument is it's so much more unreadable when you bring in an object, because now I have to go look that up. Whereas if it had been just a JavaScript object, it's like that language that gives, like in C++, I would use a map, or you could use a vector of vectors, right? But I think that JavaScript lends itself to fun things like that, and that's why I would probably use a JavaScript object. Other than that, definitely check out Discord. Please check out OneLoadCoder's videos. His videos are so amazing. He's so intelligent and just creates stuff like this for people to learn. And his goal is to make C++ easy to understand and help people learn it. So definitely check out his content too. Other than that, I hope you guys have a really wonderful Wednesday, and thank you.